everybody, welcome back to Anchored Life with Kayla. I have a 3-month-old baby and a 4-year-old daughter. I'm talking about how to feed the baby today. Oh, big yawn, big yawn. There's gonna be lots of bouncing because babies love bouncing. Keep the knees moving. If you don't know what to do with a baby, just bounce your knees. They love it. Go. Okay, more eggs. And these, we have like 3 more flats of this in the garage fridge. My husband is a bodybuilding guy who eats a lot of eggs per day, so we buy them locally. One of the biggest topics of discussion when you have a newborn is how to feed them. Oh, I think my husband's coming in for lunch. This is not gonna work out very well right now with my video. The main concern, of course, is making sure that they are fed in a healthy way, whether that is breastfeeding or formula or a combination of both. Right now we're doing a combination of both with her heavy on the breastfeeding.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah. We'll come back to this video later. We're all here now. This one here was fed with formula and some pumping as a little extra. This one here is fed by breastfeeding with a little bit of formula. And this one here is drinking kombucha from his bottle. We had a little blowout there, so now we're in a new outfit. When I had Sophie, we had a really bad experience with trying to breastfeed, and she ended up dehydrated and in the children's hospital. It was all around a bad experience, and then she ended up with bottle feeding, as I explained. So this time around with Savannah, I was like, you know what? I am not leaving this hospital until I make sure breastfeeding is going well. So I was very insistent. I'm like, you know what? I'm standing up for myself. And you know, I didn't even have to because the nurses were so fabulous and they were so helpful. And I explained to them my fears and explained to them my past experience. And they were like, oh, no problem. This is how it's done. And they sat there with me and made sure that everything was going well. This time around, while my milk was coming in, you know, it takes a few days. So this time we just supplemented with formula in between the breastfeeding, and it just helped us thrive. All around, I was just so glad that I had that confidence to just be like, you know what? I'm trying breastfeeding, but it's okay if it doesn't work. And we are going to supplement with formula, and we're going to make sure this girl is fed no matter how it happens. And so I had that mindset this time, but I do know friends who are just like, you know what, it's breastfeeding or bust, right? Like they feel guilty if they even consider something else, or they don't even consider it an option, and they feel so much pressure on themselves to make sure that everything is just like exactly perfect, aka breastfeeding 100% of the time. And the truth is, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that your kid is fed, and you don't want to kill yourself in the process of doing it. Being a new mom is hard enough. Don't kill yourself over it. If it is driving you crazy or you're losing your marbles over it, just make a change and don't worry about it. Just make sure that you and your baby are taken care of, because that's what's important. Oh, you want to say hi to the camera? Okay. There's a lot of shame that comes about with not breastfeeding, or even like I probably could be shamed by someone for giving my daughter the occasional bottle when I'm just not feeling it, or perhaps there's not enough milk. I am totally fine with it. This gives me a little bit more freedom to go out. I can go to the gym and leave my daughter safely fed with somebody, like the bottle, so she's not going to be starving while I'm gone. Pros and cons of all these different ways of feeding, I have done them all, so I can tell you what they are. Obviously, there's a lot of health benefits that come to your baby when you breastfeed. So it's a personalized milk that is amazingly made just for them, gives them antibodies, helps them fight things off, is exactly what they need. Amazing. It's also portable. Take it anywhere you go, and you don't have to worry about doing dishes or boiling bottle parts, buying formula. The cons is that you are kind of stuck with somebody who needs you all the time and you don't really, get a break. It can be painful, but not necessarily. The next one, pumping, gives you the benefit of the breast milk, but you have the inconvenience of having to wash and sterilize your pump parts, all the bottles. But if your latch isn't working or you're just trying to do a little supplement of the formula, that is a great way to do it. And also people who have their babies in the NICU or they can't breastfeed, they can still make sure that their child gets their milk by pumping. I'm just gonna say it's not fun. Pumping is not fun. I have discovered though that using a better pump makes it a better experience, but still it's not the greatest. If you're choosing to do it, it's a sacrifice that you're making for your child. And finally, formula. Formula is great for allowing other people to share the burden and the blessing of feeding your child. So it's a wonderful bonding experience. And so it's really great for dad or grandparents to be able to feed the child as well, and just have that really special bonding moment, as well as when mom is busy, when you're trying to eat, or you just really can't do it at that moment, can't feed the child, somebody else can, and your child is still full. It's great when you physically can't breastfeed. Obviously, it keeps your child alive, which is amazing. And being able to supplement or completely give your child breast milk is a great way to make sure that they are thriving, they are fed. There is no shame in that. Of course, the drawbacks to formula are that it's not a personalized milk experience for your child. Some formulas don't react well to babies' digestive systems. You have to try a few different ones. It's also quite expensive, and that is a big cost when you already are paying for diapers and college funds and all that other stuff that you have to pay for when you have kids too. The important thing is, I keep saying, fed is best. Let me know if any of that resonates with you. Do you agree, disagree? I'm open to have a conversation. Just let me know down in the comments, and make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more family stuff with me, Kayla. See you guys soon.